Cześć, ja jestem Sam i witam Cię serdecznie w kolejnym odcinku z Dziedzictwa Hogwartu. Dzisiaj zaczniemy sobie od rozmowy z Sebastianem, a później pójdziemy jak zwykle ratować pewnie świat, także zapraszam do oglądania. Co tu się dzieje? Gdzie on jest?
You'll never believe what I've learned.
What did you discover in the spellbook we found in the scriptorium?
Salazar Slytherin's spellbook was a little difficult to interpret, but fascinating. Evidently, he encouraged teaching dark magic at Hogwarts. Neither the Imperious Curse nor the Killing Curse was unforgivable during his time. He believed students should be prepared to use dark magic when necessary, not to fear it. That's why we had to use Crucio to gain access to the scriptorium. He didn't want his knowledge shared with anyone who was afraid of the power of dark magic.
No, czy ty oszalałeś? Niczego nie żałuję.
It was hard to do, but casting Crucio was our only option.
And I'm glad we did it, because in the spellbook I also found something else. References to a lost relic, which, from what I can tell, grants the holder the power to reverse dark magic curses.
And you think this relic might be able to save Anne?
Precisely. I plan to search for this relic, but I don't think we should tell anyone. Especially Ominous. He wouldn't understand.
I see no reason to involve Ominous.
I'm glad you agree. When I know more, I shall send an owl. And don't feel
Znowu
sorry
jakieś
for Ominous.
sprzeczki między nimi.
Keeping this to ourselves for now is for his own good.
I'll decide what's for my own good.
Ominous.
Ale jakiś stał za tym. Stał za obrazem i słuchał.
Care to join?
You're a liar, Sebastian. I heard everything. You swore you'd never engage in anything to do with dark magic again.
No, I
Nic z
didn't.
tajemnicy.
I said I understood you wanting that. I'd never swear to give up on finding a cure for Anne.
You don't know when to stop, do you?
I know when not to stop. Leave this alone, Ominous. I'll be on my way.
Dobra, pogadajmy słowem.
I am not letting this go.
Ominous, Sebastian meant well.
I know what I heard. You knew I wouldn't agree with this. Going after that relic is not a good idea. Sebastian doesn't even realize it, but he's as irresponsible and reckless now as his parents were years ago. It's why they died.
I knew his parents died, but I never heard what happened.
Mr. and Mrs. Sallow were professors. Spent nearly every waking moment in the cellar library. Noses buried in books. Anne and Sebastian were upstairs when it happened. They heard a sudden crash and ran downstairs, but it was too late. Their parents had crumpled to the floor. A defect with the lamp in the cellar caused the room to fill with an undetectable toxin. Sebastian and Anne were helpless. They had no magic yet.
What a horrible story.
It is. That's why I can't understand Sebastian's recklessness. I've practically lost Anne. I cannot lose Sebastian too. Please avoid anything to do with that spellbook.
Those references in the book seem promising.
Everything to do with Salazar Slytherin seems promising until it's too late. I hope Sebastian pursues this no further, but if you think he might, please let me know. It would mean
Aha, czyli nic więcej się tu na razie nie będzie działo. To po co mi dupę zawracacie? Mogliście się między sobą dogadać. Co my tu mamy? Co byśmy tu mogli zrobić? Może dla odmiany fabułę? To może być ciekawe, gdzie to jest? Lecimy do Poppy. Zobaczymy, co ona tam wyczaiła. Dawać mi tu mojego smoka i lecimy.
Time to go a little quicker.
Leć nisko, niech widzą, na czym lecimy. Ta najgorsza część, lądowanie. Tego jeszcze nie opanowałem. Chociaż teraz wyszło.
Is Highwing all right? Natty told me what the two of you did.
Highwing's fine. I'm keeping an eye on her. She's safe, Poppy, I promise.
Good. Whatever the poachers are up to, I want Highwing far from it.
You said you had news about the poachers, and that some of it had to do with me.
It did. I overheard them talking in the Hog's Head, and did you know that they have orders from Victor Rookwood to capture you on sight? Does this have anything to do with Rookwood and Harlow coming for you in the Three Broomsticks after the troll attack?
It does, somewhat. But at the moment, I'm more concerned about what else you heard the poachers are up to.
Fair enough. But I hope you'll let me know if I can be of help, especially after what you did for Highwing. Does the name Horntail Hall mean anything to you?
I'm afraid not. Why? What is it?
The poacher's best kept secret, apparently. The name came up twice, but they never went into detail. I also overheard one of them bragging about all the gold they're making, at the expense of innocent creatures, undoubtedly. The poachers spoke of this area, and I thought if we searched around a bit, it might give us clues as to what they're doing. If you ever meet my gran, this trip never happened.
Not to worry, Poppy. If I ever meet your gran, I shall not speak a word of this.
I normally tell her everything. She might be my best friend after Highwing, but she knows how I feel about the poachers. I think she worries I'll do something ill-advised.
Whatever gave her that idea?
This way.
To nie jest przypadkiem ta misja z gameplay przed premierą gry? Oho, już wiedzą, że jesteśmy.
A centaur. Tread carefully.
Nie bój się.
An entire
Już tu z nimi
castle to
pogadam.
roam, yet you choose to wander here.
Please, we don't want any trouble. We're simply passing through.
Do you take us for fools? That we do not notice more and more of your kind around here, in league with the poachers?
We aren't involved with them. If anything, we want to see them stopped.
I hope for your sake that is true. Our kind is swiftly losing patience with the poachers and those they work with.
Widzisz, mówiłem, nie ma się co bać, chłop nas puścił.
He was certainly a charmer.
That could have gone worse. Centaurs aren't exactly fans of wizard kind, and the poachers aren't helping matters.
But why would he think that we had anything to do with poachers?
I did notice the poachers talking with a few villagers in Hogsmeade. I'm not sure why. Perhaps that's why the centaurs are suspicious.
Tak jest, to jest ta misja z
That's the third
gameplay
time I've
przed
seen a Dugbog behave
premierą.
violently.
It seems that a lot of beasts
Tak,
have
że
been
wiemy,
more
co się
aggressive than
spodziewać.
usual lately.
I've noticed that too. It's almost like there's something in the water.
O, grzyba.
Revelio.
Grzyba nie bierzemy na razie. Mamy ich pewnie sporo tam
This
w
is
ekwipunku.
odd.
Co tu mamy?
What is it?
Not entirely sure, but look
Jesteś za
around.
daleko od Poppy.
If the
No to niech
poachers
Poppy
were
podejdzie,
here,
będzie
perhaps
bliżej.
we can find out why.
Co ona tu robi?
Revelio.
Robi to potem będziemy oglądać. Dzieła sztuki. Chodź, teraz robimy to, co mamy robić.
Why wouldn't they take their cages with them when they left? Pelts. Poor beasts. Still smoking. They can't have been
Ładnie tu
gone
tego
long.
musieli nałapać, skoro tyle skór tu leży rzuconych. Wyknijmy. Bo zimno.
Revelio.
Jeszcze coś? A, tam jeszcze coś jest. Co to tam jest?
This is goblin metal. Seems out of place in a poacher camp. I should tell Poppy about it.
Łyknijmy jeszcze trochę i teraz
Anything
będzie ciepło.
interesting?
Poachers were here. All sorts of evidence. But I found something else. It's goblin made.
I found goblin armor. Let's keep searching, but carefully. Merlin only knows what's going on here. I don't have a good feeling about this.
Nie bój się. Profesor też się bała, przeżył. Chodź.
How do goblin and poacher interests align?
Look, down there.
Definitely poachers. No creatures though.
No i ja z przyjemnością zrobię tą misję teraz po swojemu.
Let's take a closer look.
They won't be happy to see us. Should we use disillusionment? Or
Nie,
perhaps
nie
a
wolę
less
działać
discreet
dyskretnie, wolę działać
Hard
z...
to say from up here.
Gdzie są te czary?
Let's get a better lay of the land.
Z totalną rozwałką. Poczekajcie, zmienimy sobie to na to. Nie, to. Pamiętaj, kobito, nie widziałaś, co tu się działo z czarną magią.
Only one way to find out. Revelio.
Zbierajmy tu wszystko i naprawmy most. Kurde, nie mam tego zaklęcia ustawionego. Idemy.
Revelio.
Tu mnie raczej nic nie zaskoczy, bo tu oglądałem te gameplaye kilkanaście razy. Także wchodzimy i robimy rozpierdziel.
Merlin's name?
Are those dragons?
It's a dragon fighting ring. This is Hauntel Hall.
The name makes sense now, and the secrecy.
No wonder the poachers were in Hogsmeade so much. Likely taking bets and spreading the word, given how crowded it is here. How could they possibly enjoy this? The centaurs have every right to be disgusted with wizard kind. There must be more dragons here. The poachers are far too greedy to run a fighting ring with only 2 dragons. We should take advantage of most eyes being in the fight and look around. But be discreet. You especially can't afford to be spotted.
Poczekaj, ja ci pokażę, jaki dyskretny jestem. Patrz. Chłop został dyskretnie zdyskwalifikowany. Idziemy. Tutaj coś jest? Nie ma nic, dobra. Chodźmy dalej.
Have you heard from your family? Has either of your brothers come round to Accio? I will.
What's this?
Ty to się tam chowasz za tymi beczkami, chodź tu. Likwidacja perfekcyjna. Dobra, co tu mamy? Złoto, złoto, skrzynia. O, szalik. Nie, to jest jaki szalik? To jest... Okulary to są.
Did you hear those goblins? Ramrock and the poachers must be working together.
Poppy, something's going on behind you.
What's going on down there? They must have only just captured her. She's putting up quite the fight.
Not a fair one, though. Not with her chained up like that.
Let's even her it, shall we?
Lecimy tam, zobaczyć co tam się dzieje. Tak nie może być, żeby oni się tam znęcali nad tym smokiem.
Hebridean from the looks of it. We can't leave it here, not with the plans they likely have for it.
Jajo w klatce. Jabłka za darmo to trzeba brać. No, tu jest zielone, teraz czerwone trafić i mamy to. Bier jajko pod pachę i idziemy dalej.
All right, I have the egg.
Ready. The elements of
Tylko jeszcze jabłek nakradnę.
Let's make them count. Revelio.
O, to bym co pominął? Dobra, idziemy ich tam uspokoić. Bo cię chłopcy za bardzo panoszą. Co tu się dzieje? Piękne wykończenie.
You're the one we're looking for, ain't you, poor friend?
Stop right there.
Teach you nothing about you. Let's get this.
need to free her now.
No i pięknie padli wszyscy.
This may have been a bad idea.
I suppose we'll find out.
This way.
That was a Hebridean black.
I'm guessing the egg we have belongs to that dragon.
I don't think she knew they had her egg. She wouldn't have left without it.
What now? She didn't exactly leave us a calling card.
I don't know. Nothing about this day was expected. Not the goblins, and definitely not the fighting ring. The last thing I planned on was a dragon egg. And the poachers saw us, which cannot be good.
We aren't helping ourselves standing here. Let's get to safety. We can sort this out later.
You're right. If there's anything the poachers are good at, it's tracking their prey. And right now, we're it. Be careful, won't you? I shall see you back at the castle.
Nie bój się, będę na siebie uważał. Misja ukończona. Ogień i fałsz. Dobra, ale co by tu robić teraz? Da się to rozpalić, żeby tu cieplej było? Nie da się. Trzeba marznąć.
It's time you learned the transformation spell. After you've completed the required tasks, which I'm certain
proszę.
will prove useful in finishing your field guide, attend my class to learn the new spell. Afterwards, we will discuss your progress thus far in the term.
Dobra, to lecę tam. Jak to będzie ciekawe, to tu wstawię. Jak to będzie mało ciekawe, to przeskoczymy to. Powiem wam, że było to bardzo mało ciekawe i przeskoczyłem to. Postanowiłem, że to przeskoczymy. I w międzyczasie skontaktował się z nami Sebastian, także odwiedzimy Sebastiana. Z Sebastianem bardzo lubimy rozmawiać i wykonywać zadania, bo Sebastian nas uczy fajnych zaklęć.
There we go. Anne is getting worse. If there is any chance that the relic from Slytherin's spellbook can help her, I must find it. I'm requesting your help. Meet me outside of
I came as soon as I could.
I'd been so distracted by the scriptorium and Slytherin's book that I'd almost forgotten what it was that struck me about that triptych. This is the view painted on the canvas that was left on it.
That's incredible. You know this area well.
And while I was waiting for you, I scouted around and discovered an abandoned mine nearby, surrounded by Ranrock's loyalists.
Do you think there's a connection to the triptych?
I've no idea, but perhaps they're searching it, the way they did Rookwood Castle and Isidora's Manor. How do we want to handle this?
We need to see what they're doing. I say we take them head on. Let's bury some enemies.
Very well.
And I still have that rune symbol we found on the triptych. If there is a connection, I suspect we'll see that symbol again.
After you.
Chodź Sebastianie, bo dzisiaj dużo walczyłem, także jestem wprawiony w boju.
There they are up ahead.
I'll let you lead.
No one enters this mine. Kill anyone who tries.
Kurde, powiem wam, że poszło nawet lepiej niż się spodziewałem.
Revelio.
Przegrzebmy tu wszystko, co się da. Co tam jest za tym krzakiem? Kolega jakiś wstydliwy. Stał z daleka, jak reszta była na imprezie.
This is going well.
We make a good team.
We do at that.
Drugi obóz.
Once again, we could fight our way through or be discreet.
You know which one I choose.
Are you rather unwise coming back?
And the fun is over.
Fun is a
Kurde, ale ja polubiłem walczyć tą czarną magią.
It is. And that
Szkoda, że nie mamy jeszcze...
plenty of fun.
Szkoda, że nie mamy jeszcze więcej tych zaklęć. Tam te dwa worki to sobie odpuścimy, bo tam pewnie i tak nic nie ma. O, jajka trzeba wziąć. Jajka się przydadzą. Górująca kopalnia. Wchodzimy, sprawdzić, co nas tam czeka.
For better or for worse, we're in.
Kurde, zmarnowałem to zaklęcie na tym gościu, który tam spadał.
Like a tomb.
It was closed after accidents were reported. Now I see why.
I don't see any goblins in these webs.
Too disgusting for even a spider to prey on.
One there.
Wpadliśmy na imprezę ostro.
Loyalists are in here.
Too many. They definitely think there's something here they want.
No pięknie nam to idzie, to zapewne ma być tu. Da się tak wyskoczyć, czy trzeba lewiosa jeszcze użyć na tym? Da się, dobra.
It's no wonder spiders give people goosebumps.
Could be the hairy legs.
Smash it.
Fangs. Should have thought to conjure stairs.
Tam jest znowu do naprawy.
Repair.
Sebastian, obserwuj i ucz się. Co tu się stało? Czemu nie mogę iść? Dobra, pająk, nie zawracaj nam tu, nie powiem co. Kurde, dwa jeszcze wyszły?
We're making quick work of them.
Professor Hecat would be proud.
She would at that. Ranrock's loyalists have all but declared war.
kim ty tam walczysz? Mi się jakoś dało przejść.
I think we're going to be a bit distracted from rooms for a moment. We have another fight on our hands.
Dobra, jedziemy. Pięknie siadło na koniec.
I don't know why Gryffindors get credit for bravery. We Slytherins are teeming with it.
And we're much more tough to fight with.
Palmy to, tam jest coś do przenoszenia. Zapewne tutaj. A ta ścianka wygląda, jakby się dało spiąć po niej, ale tam jest to do kręcenia. Tu jest drugie do kręcenia, to jeszcze jedno gdzieś musi być. Tam jest, dobra. Otwierajmy to. Nie otwarło się? Raz, dwa
Never knew to look for it.
i trzy.
Wasn't expecting that.
Działa, dobra. Idziemy dalej. A nas nie interesuje.
A journal entry by Isadora.
Interesuje nas
I
skrzynia.
think I found
Unravel
something.
more of this
A
mystery.
canvas piece.
Brilliant.
O, mamy drugi kawałek na tryptyku, czyli będziemy mogli
Something about this place feels odd.
w tej piwnicy położyć to na pewnie ścianę.
If the triptych led us
Coś
here to find
złączyć.
this bit of canvas, we can probably assume that Isadora Morganach was here.
She seems to have been everywhere.
But if she was using the Undercroft and the cellar beneath her manor in Feldcroft, why would she create this space?
And why hide it behind cryptic rune symbols? And ancient magic that no one but you could see?
Isadora and Percival Rackham, another of the keepers, could see traces of ancient magic too.
Rackham? I haven't heard his name before.
Here are some of the memories I've seen. I don't think he and Isadora saw eye to eye on how this magic should be used.
This is all rather baffling. Let's take the canvas back to the triptych. Perhaps the answers are there. This place is odd, to be sure. But I'm
Chodź, bo tutaj jest
fascinated by
zapewne
it.
przejście.
Now, for the
Tak jest.
and now for the moment of truth.
It
O,
has to
jesteśmy w tej
fit.
piwnicy. Czyli dobrze mówiłem, tutaj będzie trzeba coś połączyć pewnie.
Please tell me you recognize the location in
O,
this
obraz
bit
się
of
dodał.
canvas.
The good news is I do, in fact.
And the bad news?
We're in for more trouble.
My lubimy kłopoty, mów.
I know that coast. Ranrock has taken over a huge mine in the surrounding area. Morinweem has suffered for it. It's as bad as Feldcroft's become. Should we head there now?
We should wait.
Why?
All this time, we've been a step behind Ranrock. I may know someone who could help us get ahead.
Who is that?
Kurde, nie powiem mu o goblinie, powiem mu, że ktoś prosił o anonimowość.
Someone who knows Ranrock personally. They asked me not to mention their name to anyone.
A goblin? Tell me I'm wrong. You know goblins cursed my sister to shut her up. Said she should be seen and not heard.
I do, but not all goblins are...
Not all goblins what? Have you forgotten Feldcroft? Have you forgotten the mine we just went through?
No, Sebastian, I haven't. You're not listening to me.
Why would I listen to someone so ignorant?
A, ofucył się.
You
Mylisz
don't know
się.
what you're saying. Take a breath for a moment.
Oh, I know precisely what I'm saying. Unbelievable.
Obraził się chłop. Dobra, i tym akcentem kończymy dzisiejszy odcinek, także jeśli zostaje do końca, to dziękuję się serdecznie, może zostawić łapkę w górę i widzimy się w kolejnym odcinku, także do zobaczenia, cześć!